Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a most amazing, thankful Thursday. I'm just popping in. I'm sitting outside of my local Walmart, and Walmart is actually a store that I avoid. I plan around shopping here. I normally go and get my things from stores that are a little bit more convenient for me to shop at. Um, no huge parking lots, long lines, and all other things. Sometimes it's easier for me to just get my items from stores that are a little bit more accessible, maybe a little bit more expensive sometimes, but the vibe is worth it. But I'm sitting here because I have a specific kind of floss that I like. And throughout the week, as I've been doing different errands, I have tried to find my floss at multiple other stores. I tried Five and Below. I tried Dollar General. I was in Food Lion for some stuff and I was looking for it there. I was in Aldi for some stuff and I was looking for it there. Didn't see it in Publix. So, all of these other stores that I went looking for my floss so that I could avoid coming into Walmart. And had I thought about it earlier today when I was out that way, I probably would have went into Walgreens and CVS. If I couldn't find it in one, I would have found it in another. All of that for a tiny little packet of floss that I am 95.777% sure that I'm going to go in this Walmart and find the floss. But just because I didn't want to come up in here, I tried all of these other shorter, more convenient routes, only to end up where I could have just come in the first place because I know that it is usually here. And it just made me think how many things we go out of our way to take a shorter route and end up spending more time. Um, there's nothing wrong with finding a shortcut or a more efficient or even more economical route. But I found for me, sometimes when it just comes to comfort, I'm willing to spend extra money. So it's not like it's saving me any money. Um, but it just made me think, like, just in the name of stewardship, how much extra money do I spend? Because I just don't feel like fooling with Walmart. How much extra money do I spend because of that? And, it always brings me back around to spiritual things, things that really do speak to character, even though, money and time management do speak to character. Um, yeah, I'm not making a judgment on my character because I don't like coming to Walmart. I'm not making a judgment on your character if you don't like going to Walmart. But what I'm saying is, it does make me think, um, what is something, even if it's something that didn't come to my mind immediately, it did make me think, like, what is something I am prolonging because I am avoiding something that's really not all that bad? What is something that I am actually giving more time and energy in an effort to spend less time and less energy? What is something like that, in my life that I can intentionally um, put my focus and effort into to improve? What is something in my life that I can intentionally give my attention to in prayer, in being transparent with my um, support system or system of accountability? What is something that is going to take super long if I continue just trying to do it on my own or the way I like to do it, when I really am in a space where at this point I should solicit help? What is something? It just made me think about that. And so I figured I'd ask you, what is something where you're getting it done, you can get it done, but you're avoiding a particular thing or a particular route because it's just not your favorite one to take? but it would actually get you to where you're trying to go. What is something in your life where you can say that that's what's happening? Is it something with your mental health? Is it something with your physical health? Is it something with your spiritual life? Is it something with your family? What is something you're taking the long way around in order to avoid one thing, but in your avoidance of that one thing, you're actually making the route more difficult? Something that comes to mind right now that I think is very common is avoiding talking about things that are uncomfortable with people that you love. And in avoiding talking, you do everything but talk about that particular issue. And what happens? It continues to come up again and again and again. And every time it comes up, it's more and more painful, it's more and more destructive, and it is eating away at more and more valuable time that could be invested into a healthy and loving family. That's just one example. Yeah, when it comes to wellness, how much do we avoid, buying the healthy food, meal prepping, and even though the desire is there to take better care of health, but instead we'll do something similar, but maybe take a shortcut. Instead of shopping and prepping the food, oh, instead of eating a burger, you'll go pay $17 for a salad that you could have made at home for $5. You know, these little things where this happens are just kind of sprinkled everywhere in our lives sometimes. And so today was my reminder as I finally take myself on into this Walmart and get my floss and go home and mind my business. Um, I was reminded of that today to encourage us to just go ahead and do the uncomfortable thing and knock it out and save that time and energy and move on into something else.